Okay, I apologize everyone, but this is going to be continuation. I had to go take care of some business. I have a business. I had to go take care of some business. I do AAA calls, and they give me 30 minutes to respond. So I responded and I'm back. Okay, so this is going to be part 2. All right, so where we left off is we was about to discover what Spirit was telling us about this second row. Okay, and if I did go over it, I'm going to recap again in this video. So if you want to know, watch the first video, but I'm going to sum everything up at the end of this video anyway. But anyway, so royalty popped out on the bottom of the card before we before we did the split. So royalty on government. So the government is doing, I'm a result of a government experiment where they're using MK Ultra, and they're also using energy weapons because yesterday I had been experiencing situation with all my Bluetooth devices. So it's not a coincidence where it's not just one device, but multiple devices. So it has to be some type of energy weapon being involved in my case. So I'm not going to waste a lot of time explaining that. I'm going to jump right back in and break this down. So the government was doing an experiment on a royal person. All right. So maybe the government is involved in operating in devil energy, doing these sex rituals also. And maybe the government is involved with these people being sick. Maybe these people also are a part of a government experiment, being that they are knowingly spreading HIV. So maybe the government is involved in knowingly spreading HIV. One of the missions that these people were adamant about was trying to get me sick with this HIV. Maybe that's why they got a grudge. But anyway, Spirit is saying that this bullshit that's going on with the government and my ex is just temporary and have a peace of mind, okay? But this person or whoever it is that is not have the right attitude for gratitude is operating in devil energy, okay? Because lust is devil energy, okay? And devil energy is clarified by this person who doesn't have the right attitude. But anyway, they going to hell, and they've been getting a room, okay, doing these sex rituals, okay, and that's how they got sick in these hotel rooms, because getting a room popped out on self-sabotage. Maybe that's how they self-sabotage themselves by targeting kids, because when we was doing the shuffle, targeting kids that did was seen. So if you were watching on the first video, then you've seen it too. That's the reason why I opened the cards up right in front of you, okay? So we had a woman on the berry card, okay, pop out in reverse. So that's letting me know that this woman is a witch, especially by Spirit clarifying Black Widow. So this is a Black Widow witch who is going insane. She loses her mind. So buried could be, it has been in the energy that somebody is buried in my ex's backyard, or it could be an indication that she's trying to bury her feelings, okay, about this whole situation and her being sick and trying to get me sick too, when now she in devil energy being obsessed with trying to be in a relationship with me. But ain't no way that's gonna ever happen, being that I know everything that I know through Spirit revealing to me what I need to know. So for the third row at the bottom of the deck, we got Sweetheart, okay? Let's see what else Spirit has to say. What else you got to say, Spirit? Give us clear and concise messages. Please, Spirit, thank you. Clear and concise messages, Spirit. Digital detox almost popped out. Please pop the card all the way out, Spirit, for authenticity of the reading. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Cemetery, yeah, it's been in the energy. They've been using this cemetery dirt, okay, putting it in knocked the food that they was fixing for me and probably putting it in the food, because my ex was one of those people who was known to the whole community as auntie. So she was always the one cooking on the holidays and barbecuing, and everybody was always at her house. So she probably was putting cemetery dirt in everybody's food in order to keep them under an illusion. And here we go again. Digital detox pops out again. So we got digital detox on the cut. And we got World Wide Web. So it was disclosed in a couple readings back where these people who were operating in these cults or sex cults and church cult covens and Eastern Stars and Freemasons, they have been catfishing people online, meeting people online, and pretty much using chat lines in order to do these rituals or candle magic or sex rituals in order to try to steal a gift, a house, an estate, and some insurance money that was left to me. So they're doing this to try to keep me in an illusion or keep me in a lower vibration. The whole point was for me to off myself, okay? For them to have me in just such a low level vibration by my ex being operating in narcissistic energy and ghosting me abruptly, and then going out and starting a smear campaign with this community and this church coven and this family. I was supposed to be so in despair that I just didn't want to be here no more. So they can go ahead on and steal this gift without the court system being involved. Now, as a result, because I am woke, now they are doing spell work on the court system, and they consistently sending me spell work every day, and I'm consistently sending that shit back, transmuting that energy. All right. So now this just solidifies what I just said about them trying to have everyone under an illusion, okay? Because spirit don't be playing, man. This is the new deck that I just opened, and we got illusion at the bottom of the deck, okay? Right in this row where this person doesn't have the right attitude. Gratitude is the right attitude, and it's in reverse, so they definitely don't have the right attitude for gratitude. And they self-sabotage this, creating illusions, okay? Not only were they creating illusions, but they had their partner in crime was this witch who was a black widow, and it's reaping time for them because spirit's saying this shit temporary, and they was doing this shit, operating in devil energy, doing this sex rituals. Now they all sick. Let's see what else spirit got to say. What else, spirit? You see that lame almost popped out. What else would you like for us to know, spirit? Deja vu. Deja vu means that they did this shit before, okay? And they've been doing this shit for a long time. That's why spirit let me see that card. That's what spirit is telling me. But this deja vu means that they did this shit before, and they were organized about it, okay? And they did this shit maliciously, okay? Because they did this shit with no regrets. Now they having regrets, and the only regret they having is because they got caught. If they was able to get away with this shit, then they wouldn't have no regrets. Thank you, spirit. Here, and we got spirit is so good because we got social media solidifying World Wide Web on the cemetery card, okay? And we got projection that popped out. So that's narcissistic energy. So I'm gonna say that this is my ex doing this shit because she was definitely operating in narcissistic energy, like I just explained. The whole goal was to get me to off myself. Now we got old school out here on the cut. And we got social media. So just like I just explained, they're using social media to meet these people, to recruit these people to do these sex orgies, and also to be a part of this smear campaign and trying to make me feel like I'm losing my mind or I'm going crazy, so they can go ahead on and try to steal this gift without having to get the court system involved. But Spirit said it ain't gonna happen like that. Spirit saying that this shit's temporary. Yesterday, Spirit saying go with the flow, and several readers on the internet said the same thing too. So Spirit is definitely saying that I don't have anything to worry about. This shit is temporary, and as a result, they want us to be quiet, and they going into poverty, and they coming against somebody that's high ranking in the spirit and devil energy, using lust, the incubus lust spirit, the Leviathan spirit, along with the Jezebel spirit, to recruit these people to do these sex rituals in order to try to steal this gift, this estate, this insurance money, and this inheritance. So they did this shit maliciously, and now they all sick. On the bottom of the deck, we got past lover. So this is definitely my ex that we're talking about here, because on the bottom of the deck, we got past lover. So that's my ex. Well, as soon as what came out, Black Widow and Woman in Reverse, and something came out where I knew that they was doing spell work too. What was that? Cemetery. So we got a past lover here who's operating in narcissistic energy, okay, who self-sabotaged herself by the plot that they had, which was to ghost me in order to make me go insane, in order for me to off myself so they could steal this gift. Now, she don't have the right attitude, okay. That's the reason why she operating in devil energy, doing these sex rituals, and now she's sick. And Spirit saying it's reaping time, and now as a result, their karma is they going into poverty, okay, and the government is involved, which is solidifying IRS, or it got something to do with part of these people being sick and mind control, I believe. So let's see what else Spirit got to say. What else, Spirit? Please top the card all the way out, please, Spirit, for authenticity of the reading. Thank you. Unseen hero. High ranking in the spirit. I just said that. We need you to pop the card all the way out, please, Spirit, for authenticity of the reading, please. Thank you. What message you have for us, please, Spirit? Give us clear and concise messages, please, Spirit. Thank you. Okay, one more time with this deck. Because if we go one more time on this deck and Spirit don't pop the card out, then the message ain't in this deck. What message you have for us, Spirit? The message really ain't in this deck. Message ain't in this deck. Message ain't in this deck. Try another deck. Ten, 10 is completion. 10 is new beginnings. So we got 10 on the bottom of the deck on Passed Over Lover on this new deck. We got 10. What would you like for us to know, Spirit? What is it that you would like for us to know, Spirit? Oh. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Cousin. This person was in the energy yesterday. So it's a cousin and my baby, or my ex is involved with this. Or maybe it's my cousin that's buried in my ex's backyard. Because as we know, somebody been unalived in this energy. Several of the readers. And this past lover could mean that it's my ex. So we were in a relationship, but also past lover could be that this is a soulmate that has been tracking me through several incarnations. Okay, several incarnations. Okay, so the worst is in store for them. They try to do, or Spirit is saying that they try to do the worst. Before we clarify with the Kipper, we're going to break down this third row. Okay, so in this third row, we got, okay, they coming after a sweetheart, okay, a sweetheart in the spirit, okay. So this Black Widow, okay, is coming after a sweetheart, okay, in lustful devil energy, okay, royalty, somebody that's high ranking in the spirit, okay. They want us to be quiet about this, us readers. They want us to be quiet about this illusion that they tried to use to create this illusion of me being in love, and then all of a sudden I'm not in love and I'm supposed to go off myself. So Spirit saying with this 10-10, because we didn't get no card out of this first past lover on the first deck, so Spirit didn't have a message for us, and so we went to another deck, and Spirit is letting us know that whatever this past lover, either from past life or either my actual ex, this shit is done. It's over. It's done. Okay. But with the cemetery card, Spirit is saying that either I need a digital detox or either this cousin need a digital detox, because it's been revealed in the spirit, through the spirit, that they have been stalking me by creating fake pages and trying to catfish me on the World Wide Web. So maybe they need to, and here we got World Wide Web right here. So maybe they are the ones, this cousin and this ex are the ones that need to take an actual digital detox against this sweetheart that's in the spirit. Illusion popped out on the projection card, okay, right above self-sabotage, and this person not having the right attitude, which is, and then cousin, and then we had Black Widow. So obviously these two, which is my ex and my cousin, they perfect for each other because they both operate in narcissistic energy. Old school also popped out on the projection card, so both of these people are probably, I'm gonna say, in their late 40s, between late 50s, because that's old school. If you currently right now are in your late 40s, early 50s, or late 50s, you old school. Social media came out on this projection card with the illusion, so they using the World Wide Web, okay, and social media to create these illusions, okay, by using word magic and by saying that I'm the one that gave him HIV, and also with recruiting these people for these church sex coven, in order for them to practice these sex rituals in order to try to steal this gift, this estate, this insurance money, and this house. So the passed over lover popped out on the cousin card, okay? So maybe the cousin, maybe my ex is my cousin. Or maybe she got something to do with my cousin. Or maybe my cousin is buried in the backyard. Or somebody in the collective. Maybe this cousin is trying to bury what's going on with the IRS. This cousin is definitely going insane, okay? Along with this black widow or this witch who's a black widow, okay? They going insane. This cousin and my ex, they both going insane. And this ex, I know she has gifts because both of us are earth angels. I chose the narrow path and she chose the wide path, which is probably the worst decision that she can ever have made. And that's how she self-sabotaged herself. As a result, she don't have the right attitude for gratitude. So we're going to clarify with the Kipper. At the bottom of the deck, on the Kipper, we have a message of concern. So it's going to be a message of concern about all this. Everything that's going on, it's going to be a message of concern. Clarify this first row, Spirit. Clarify the first row, please, Spirit. Soil and labor. That means they worked hard on this. They worked hard doing this. It's the main male involved. The mature woman. So maybe my cousin is the main male. Maybe this ex who's a black widow and a witch. Maybe she's the mature woman. Maybe this is the mature woman that's a narcissist. Maybe this main male is the cousin. This main male could be the one buried in my ex's backyard. The main male could be the IRS agent. Or all of the above. Maybe the cousin is the IRS agent. Maybe that's what's taking. Maybe that's one of the reasons that this case is taking so long to be adjudicated. Tell us more, Spirit. Tell us more. Lovers, they lovers. It's been in the energy that, you know, this ex was creating multiple third-party relationships. And this has been consistently coming out in the energy that they're trying to run away. They're trying to run away. This person, this witch, okay, who was a black widow, is lovers with that main male. Now they're trying to run away because they thieves. They worried about the IRS and the government catching up with them. Tell us more, Spirit. They're doing all this shit because they had a grudge. against an earth angel because they chose the wrong path and self-sabotage their life. And the child, I'm the child because I'm the one that was supposed to receive the gift. It's a marriage. My ex, who's a witch and a black widow, compulsively got in a relationship with my cousin. They got married, and maybe they had a child, or maybe I'm the child that the gift was supposed to go to. It could be either or if this message resonates with somebody that's in the collective. But at any rate, this cousin married this black widow who's a witch, and they might have had a child. There's a privileged lady involved. So we got marriage and privileged lady. All right. So we're going to tell the story, and then we're going to see if Spirit wants us to continue with pulling any other information like letters, dates, and numbers and stuff like that to see if there's any other synchronicities between me or maybe anybody that's in the collective. So before we summarize the whole reading, we're going to break this last row down, okay? So on this last row, there's going to be a message of concern about these people who worked hard to steal this gift, to steal this estate and this insurance money and also this house, or maybe trafficking kids, because that has been in the energy. So the mature woman could be this black widow who's a witch. The main male could be the cousin. They both narcissistic. They both operate in the narcissistic energy. Maybe they both got gifts because telepathy did pop out on this card. And worse could be that they, instead of using their gifts for good, they're using their gifts for bad, with these children being right up under cousin. Maybe that's how they getting these children. I do know that they going after attractive children, because that popped out in the energy. You got to go back and watch some of the videos. So 11 could means, because 8 and 3 is 11. 11 means they tried to have a new beginning by working hard. Now, as a result, the main male and this mature woman, who is this black widow witch, they want to run away because they tried to steal something, or they stole something, because they were actually getting these checks. Because, like I said, they had me. I didn't wake up. I didn't wake up until my ex ghosted me. That's when I became awakened. Spirit revealed on this card, the cousin card, that this cousin married my ex, who's a black widow witch, or kitchen witch, or a whole witch, or whatever you want to call it. So this cousin, who's the main male, ended up getting into a relationship or getting married to my ex, and they had a child, or either I'm the child who the gift was supposed to go to. And she was doing all this hard work because she wanted to be a privileged lady. So let's break it all down and see what Spirit wants us to do from there, okay? So, summarize the whole video. We got the karmics. They want us to be quiet, okay, about these sex rituals that they doing, because they had a grudge with somebody who was high ranking in the spirit, okay? They didn't have the right attitude for gratitude, so as a result, they're going into poverty because they was operating in devil energy, and as a result, they going to hell for this shit that they did. They self-sabotage themselves by doing this. By not having the right attitude for gratitude, they self-sabotage themselves by operating in devil energy and narcissistic energy. But in my opinion, narcissistic energy is a demonic energy. It's narcissistic energy is an incubus spirit attached with a Leviathan spirit attached with a Jezebel spirit, which makes them have not be satisfied and commit all of the 7 deadly sins, and also wanting to be in multiple third-party relationships because they are never satisfied. So that's the reason why they have and participate in these sex rituals with this church coven and with the Eastern Stars and the Freemasons, along with this community and this family. So on the IRS card, they want to stay private about what's going on because they're going into poverty because they losing everything. They already been tried and convicted in the 5D. They've been tried and convicted in the 3D. And they're receiving karma because as a result of them doing these sex rituals, because they had a grudge over somebody who's high ranking in the spirit, they're going to hell, and they all sick now. And they worked overtime in doing this. The government is involved. I don't know, maybe the government is involved by protecting this royalty person who's high ranking in the spirit. A spirit saying that this shit is temporary and to have a peace of mind. They self-sabotage themselves by operating in this lustful devil energy, by getting rooms and participating in these third parties and also sex rituals. There's a black widow, a witch that's involved, and there's a body buried in her backyard. And as a result of this, she going insane. She going insane from this body being buried in her backyard, or she got a lot of bodies, notches on her bedpost, and everybody know what I mean when I say that. So she was sewing all that shit with all these people trying to do these sex rituals, trying to steal this gift, and it might be a child buried in her backyard. That's either her cousin or my cousin. And she wanted everybody to be quiet about her going into poverty. She want to keep that shit private. There's a sweetheart, okay, once again, somebody that's high ranking in the spirit, where this cousin and this black widow witch, hoe witch, or kitchen witch, or whatever you want to call it, was attacking this high ranking person in the spirit that's a sweetheart because they had a grudge, because they chose the wrong path and self-sabotaged themselves. And they was using the social media. They was using the chat lines, and they was catfishing online using social media in order to recruit these people for these sex rituals, and also to use that platform as a way to do a smear campaign to try to make me lose my mind and off myself. Illusions popped out on the projection card, which means that's how narcissistic people operate, by painting illusions. They use the 48 laws of power along with the art of persuasion, and in order to be able to recruit these people for these sex rituals and these sex cults and covens. They prey on people who are insecure because they all are codependent. So if you insecure, then you are codependent too. So the narcissistic energy like to be with people who are codependent and insecure because they like to feel like they need it for something. If you are a dependent person, then you really not the type that the narcissistic person is looking for, unless they can see some type of weakness in you where they feel like they can just destroy you. Because it's devil energy. It's devil energy. The devil seeks to lie, kill, steal, and destroy. The devil is out here trying to make God's mission not reach fulfillment, because the devil want to take over, has been trying to take over ever since the beginning of time. But God created the devil, and the devil is never going to succeed. In fact, in my opinion, the devil is stupid as F-U-C-K. Old school also popped out on this projection card, and what that's letting me know is that these people are stuck in an old way of thinking. When we living in 2025, they still probably operating in like 1948, 1945 type thinking and energy. It's also letting me know that these people are in between the age of 47 to like 57. And they're using social media, and that's part of the social media and the World Wide Web, and that's part of the way of how they self-sabotage themselves. By creating these third-party relationships, recruiting people for these sex rituals and sex covens and church covens, and having something to maybe do with kids. And this cousin and this Black Widow witch may have had a child, because it's been revealed in the spirit that this ex acted out of being impulsive because she knew that I wasn't putting up with her shit anymore. So because I told her no, she had a grudge, and she started coming after me, attacking me in the spirit and attacking me in the 3D as well. This Passover lever that came out on the cemetery definitely shows that they practicing hoodoo, voodoo, or whatever you want to call it, because they using cemetery dirt to do this. How do I know? Because when I was in a relationship with my ex, every time she would come over my house, my floor was always dirty. So what I'm thinking right now has been revealed to me through the spirit, that she was sprinkling cemetery dirt in my house. Telepathy could mean that we have some type of soulmate connection, because what telepathy means that people who can read other people's mind. Maybe she really can. I know for a fact that I'm a human lie detector. If you lie to me, I'm gonna be able to tell that you definitely lying. That's definitely one of my gifts, is that I know you lying. So telepathy could be a gift that this cousin has, and could be a gift that my ex have. And it has already been revealed in the spirit that I come from an incestuous background. So my ex is probably practicing incest on her kids that she have, or these kids that are being recruited into this sex coven, or in these sex rituals, or maybe they siphoning energy from these children. It was revealed to me that my ex is siphoning energy from her kids by giving them oral sex. Because what she does is she give these kids serotonin before they go to bed. Now, how do I know it? I witnessed this. I didn't witness her giving the children oral sex, but it was revealed to me through the spirit that that's the purpose of her giving them serotonin. I just thought when we was together that she was giving them serotonin because they were so hyperactive that she just wanted them to go to sleep. But it was revealed through the spirit that she was giving these kids serotonin because she was going and giving those kids oral sex, siphoning energy from these kids. And that's the worst. Spirit saying is that's one of the worst things that they could have did. Maybe that's how they self-sabotage themselves. But it's going to be a message of concern about these people that worked hard about this black magic, hoodoo, voodoo, or whatever you want to call it, operating in devil energy. Now they want to get away. This ex and this lover, my cousin, they want to flee. They want to run. It was revealed through one of the other readings where they was trying to run, and as a result of them trying to run, it's going to be a DOA. These two people who are in on this diabolical plot are married, and they may have had a baby. And they were doing all this because they wanted to steal a gift, an estate, some insurance money, and a house, because they wanted to be a privileged lady. That's it. I'm gonna ask Spirit. Excuse me, confirmation. I'm gonna ask Spirit if Spirit want me to continue the reading with pulling states, numbers, and letters. Spirit, do you want me to continue the reading with pulling states, letters, and numbers, people, places, and things? Yes or no? Spirit saying yeah. Okay, so we have to be obedient and listen to what Spirit has to say. So we're going to continue this reading, pulling letters and numbers, and people, places, and things, and states. Okay? We're going to start with letters. These holidays. We're going to start with letters, though. Letters. Okay, let Spirit, what message do you have for us? We got J and F. We got a noise campaign going on, so somebody don't want this message to get out. Because now I got my neighbors slamming doors and shit. And it's been revealed in the spirit that my ex is paying these people to try to get me to react so they can siphon energy. JFK? 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 No, JFH. JFH? Maybe they're trying to get away on an airplane. Why? Spirit, maybe I'd be asking why. Because they don't want to put in the work, that's why. Hey, AJ. That could be the person that she had a baby by. Wi-Fi. That could be how they are trying to hack my devices and stuff. Hey, Jay, maybe somebody's name is Jay. I already know that AJ could be one of the people that she was having sex with. Q. QA. Somebody got some questions. Questions and answers. Faye. Maybe somebody's name is Faye. Yay. Y'all all know what yay is. Somebody been doing something up their nose. Yahweh could be synchronicity. Yahweh. God is involved. God in the energy. Ha. Maybe they thought this shit was funny. F you. Why? Maybe they were saying F me. F you. Yeah. Spirit is telling me maybe yeah. Maybe it's yeah. Maybe they mad AF. HQ. Headquarters. Got government and IRS out here. That's interesting. Maybe this is synchronicity for somebody. Jaff. Maybe somebody named Jeffrey. Maybe this is synchronicity for somebody. Pull some numbers. What numbers you have for us, Spirit? What numbers do you have for us, Spirit? 4, 5. Somebody could be 45. Somebody could be 54, like I was saying. Somebody could be 50. Somebody could be 40. Somebody could have a 5-year-old. Somebody could have a 4-year-old. That could be somebody's address. 540. 405. 504. Could be area code. That's how it popped out. 4. 44. Maybe somebody 44. 44 is a synchronicity. I just watched a video that today just said today if I've been seeing 4, 9. Maybe somebody got a 9-year-old. Maybe somebody 49. Maybe somebody 59. Maybe somebody 90. We got 2. Maybe somebody 52. Maybe somebody 42. Maybe somebody 29. Maybe somebody 20. Maybe they had some. Maybe somebody have a 2-year-old. Dive into this deeper. Let's dive into this a little deeper. Angel number 450. Angel number 450. Somebody don't want to cooperate. Angel number 450. Yeah. Somebody don't want to cooperate. Yeah. Somebody don't want to cooperate. Where's my phone at? Now that makes me more determined to get the answer anyway now. Because I can't find my phone. I have no idea where my phone is at. So that makes me want to find out what the answer is even more. Now the app is offloaded on my iPad. I can't find my phone. My TV is not giving me the right appropriate answers, or my computer is not giving me the appropriate answers. Somebody do not want this message to get out. Somebody do not want this message to get out. That makes me more and more determined to find out what the answer is. I have no idea where my phone is at. I apologize, you guys. Usually I'm more prepared than this. Let me try one more time on the computer. This is unusual. Unusual. App taking all day to download. Angel number 450. Didn't get that. Angel number 450. Angel number 450. Please check your microphone and audio. Yeah, somebody definitely don't want this message to get out, man. Look how long it's taking this app to load. Just making me want to know more. Just angel number 450. AI option ain't even available on this phone. Wonder why. Anyway, let's see what this has to say. I wanted a more concise answer than this. But at any rate, it's saying angel number 450 is made up of a very vibration and attributes of number 4 and 5 and the influence of the number 0. Number 4 brings its influence of effort and will, patience and persistence, realistic values, ability and stability, service and devotion, practicality and responsibility, building and establishing solid foundation and working hard to achieve positive results. Number 4 also related to our passion and drive and energies of the archangels. Number 5 adds its vibration of making life choices and important changes, adaptability and versatility, resourcefulness, motivation, personal freedom and adventure, idealism and auspicious opportunities. Number 5 also relates to individualism and doing things your way, your own way. Number 0 carries the influence of the God force and universe energies, entities, infinity, oneness, wholeness, continuing cycles and flow. The beginning point, potential and or choice, and amplifies the energies and vibration of the number it appears with. Number 0 relates to developing your personality, your personal spirituality and spiritual gifts. So basically what I'm getting from this is basically saying that these karmics chose the wrong path. Angel number 492. because my phone has AI on the Google. This iPad may be too old for that type of operation. I'm not sure. I don't know. Or either we just got some people that's in their energy that's really trying to be difficult. That's what I'm getting from this. Because we got people in the energy that are being difficult. Angel number 492 is a blend of the energies and attributes of number 4 and number 9 and the vibration of number 2. Number 4 resonate with truth and integrity, practicality, working steady towards goals and aspirations, systems and order, self-initiation, building solid foundation and enthusiasm coupled with determination. Number 4 also carries the energies of archangels. Number 9 resonates with universal spiritual laws, a higher perspective, karma, leading life as a positive example for others, benevolence and benevolence and altruism. You see this? Look, somebody don't want this message to get out. Somebody do not want this message to get out. Like, why would that pop up like that? Like, why would that pop up like that? Right in the middle of me reading this message. Now look. Somebody don't want us to get this information. Clearly. It says, Archangel 9 resonates with universal spiritual laws, a higher perspective, karma, leading life as a positive examples for others, benevolence and altruism, philanthropy, and light working. Number 9 also denotes endings and conclusions. Number 2 brings balance and harmony, duality and adaptation, devotion, duty and service, insight and intuition, diplomacy and cooperation. Number 2 also relates to faith and trust and serving your soul's mission and life's purpose. So that's basically saying that these karmics, they self-sabotage themselves because they chose the wrong path. That's what I'm getting from that. That's what I'm getting from that. Maybe somebody needs to play the number. I don't know. Maybe those are somebody's numbers. Maybe they synchronicities. Maybe they addresses. Maybe they years. Somebody could have been born in 45. Somebody could have been born in 90. Somebody could have been born in 92, 94, 95. Maybe something happened. Maybe those are significant dates. Maybe these are months and days. Let's see what else Spirit has to say. Let's see what states are involved. Maybe these states are synchronicity with somebody. We got Utah, Wyoming, Illinois. New York wanted to pop out. I do know that Michigan wanted to pop out. Texas. New Mexico. Tennessee. Delaware. New England. Maybe this is synchronicity with somebody. I like to make notes because I'm part of the collective and I'm going through this right now. Sometimes if you take this information and you meditate on it, God will reveal to you what He wants you to know. That's the reason why I take notes. I'm only going to pull from one of these decks, one of these situation decks with people, places, and things. But I'm going to let Spirit choose which one we're going to pull from, because I'm not going to be pulling from all of them. I'm going to pull 6 cards, but I'm only going to pull 6 cards from one of these decks. Which deck would you like for me to pull 6 cards from, Spirit? Thank you. SUV at the bottom of the deck. I drive an SUV. Trade school. My ex did tell me she was used to drive a truck. Feel. Wear glasses. I wear glasses. Tell. I'm telling. Definitely. Truck driver. Parking lot. Something happened in the parking lot. Maybe they were trying to siphon somebody's energy in the parking lot by giving them some, you know what? Housemaid. That came out a couple readings ago. Maybe that's how they was catfishing people online and recruiting these people and meeting them, trying through being a housemaid, having sex with people's husbands. Singer. Poker dealer. Oh, wow, yeah. This is definitely my ex because her daughter did work at the casino. It's got something maybe to do with my ex's daughter. Maybe she was part of participating in sex rituals. Also got something to do with an actor. That came out in the energy today from another reader. Just today. From another reader. Trade school, feel. Wear glasses. Tail. Parking lot. Singer. Poker dealer. Maybe the poker dealer wear glasses and want to tell something about a singer. Or maybe the poker dealer or maybe the singer want to tell something that happened in the parking lot and the singer wear glasses. Maybe the poker dealer and the singer both went to trade school to drive a truck. Maybe they was feeling something in the parking lot. Maybe the poker dealer was feeling something in the parking lot. Now they want to tell. And maybe it was the singer that they was feeling in the parking lot. Maybe wear glasses is that Spirit trying to show us something. Spirit trying to get us to see something clearly. Trade school could represent somebody trying to learn something about having a career. Till could mean speak out. Poker dealer could be somebody playing games. Could mean somebody playing games. Parking lot is where you park your car for a long period of time. So it could mean that situation not moving. Feel could mean that maybe Spirit is saying have empathy for them. Send them love and light. Singer along with the tail means that there's a message in this. Maybe the message is that through telepathy, my ex is trying to do this magic to try to get me to come back to her. Could mean a whole lot of things, but that's what I'm getting from it. Hopefully, if you watch this message, something in this message is resonating with you, and you can get something out of it as well. But I'm going to close this out with clearing the energy by saying a prayer. I'm only taking one, Spirit. What message you have for us to close this out? Thank you, Spirit. 2 Corinthians 3:17. Oh, that verse sounds familiar. I want to think that that's the verse about I can do all things through Christ Jesus who strengthened me. Second Corinthians 2:13. 2 Corinthians 2:13 reads, oh, Spirit saying forgive, because the head of chapter that this verse is in is under forgiveness. So the message that Spirit wants to close us with is forgiveness. Spirit is saying, but I was worried when I didn't find my friend Titus there, so I left the other followers and went on to Macedonia. But I was worried when I didn't find my friend Titus there, so I left the other followers and went on to Macedonia. So the Spirit is saying, forgive these people and move on. That's the message. That's it. Thank you, Spirit. Till the next time we meet and greet, let me just summarize this real quick. So this message is about a government conspiracy. It's about a devil entity. It's about karma, retribution, closing with forgiveness. Till the next time we meet and greet, Ashe.